Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? Yes, I gotta go get my hair done this morning. I thought I'd run down here and do this video with you this morning. I'm so used to getting up early, like 5 a.m. in the morning, y'all. Yep, I get up. Sometimes I'm trying to rush and, not rush really in the morning. Because if I'm up at 5, I don't have to be to work until 8:30 in the morning in the summer schedule. 9 during the regular school hours. But anyway, I'm just up early. I don't want to disturb anybody else sleeping. So, my body just automatically just wakes up early. So I said, let me come on and I have a morning chat with you. Happy Friday, everybody. Giving God thanks again for allowing us to wake up and see this day, which we never seen before. Thanking God for keeping us protected in our homes last night. Thanking God for providing food on our tables, providing clothes on our back, and just giving us good health and strength. If we have that this morning, just give God thanks for what we have this morning. He didn't have to do it, but he did it anyhow. Oh my God, I'm rubbing my eye. My eye is bothering me this morning. I hope it ain't allergies. But anyway, how you doing? Happy Friday again. Yes, so I am just so feeling each and every day since the sentencing of Robert Sylvester Kelly was for 30 years. And this stuff has really been like, oh my God, had me depressed. And I think I expressed that before in a previous video. I'm feeling so much better now. God is showing me more and more like God is not through with us yet. God is not giving up on Robert Sylvester Kelly for what he has been um, actually convicted of or whatever. And people still out here, they still out here condemning this man to hell and making commentary about him and talking about he did this, he's not innocent, you supporters this, you supporters that. I don't understand why they just can't fucking move on. Excuse my language. I just spoke about the Lord and about giving God thanks for this day. Lord, help keep my mouth clean. Oh my God, move me out of the way and allow the Lord to, speak to somebody today. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was just like thinking about that. I was like, why do they always want to keep making commentary about R. Kelly all the time? Why don't they just move on? You don't you He got your justice. Okay. The man's been in jail for 3 years, been convicted on whatever the racketeering, Mann Act, whatever law. And then on top of that, you still going on about him being a pedophile. I don't get it. The reason I don't talk like that about anybody, especially a person I don't know, I don't know R. Kelly. I'm just a fan of his music. And right now, it's not even about his music, it's about the injustice that was served to him. And I see the injustice that this man was dehumanized and publicly lynched, civil rights violated, never had a voice to speak. Even when he came to tell his story, he couldn't even tell his story. They silenced him. It's just a whole lot, I can talk about and go on. And I look at that and I see this human being and I'm looking, I said, wow, that could be my brother, even my husband, even the male children in my family, the nephew, my nephew or great nephew, which I do have some great nephews as well. It could happen to anybody, male, a male in anybody's family that has become rich and famous and then all you see is a whole bunch of what they call these people again, scavengers and dishonest people start surrounding you because they feel, oh, he doesn't have a great education. He's just a singer, a dumb singer. He sings about sex all the time. That's all. You never think about that. I mean, really, like I think about stuff like that. People are very evil. This is not our kingdom. This is theirs. Woe be unto them for according to scripture. Every knee shall bow. Can't wait. You know what I'm saying? God is gonna bring it forward. Good morning. Anyway, good morning. Thank you for stopping in this morning. Um, and thank you for your comment, Lori Fleming. Good morning, love. Yeah, so I just think about stuff like that. Like you sitting up here condemning R. Kelly to hell. You are so obsessed with this man so much that you want to just like you want to see him be punished more than his own damn victims. Let's put it that way. You up here every day, every chance you get to be on YouTube, every time you get to even make a post on YouTube, you attacking with R. Kelly being a pedophile and how R. Kelly we shouldn't. You can't stop people from supporting who they support in a time of injustice. You are in no place to judge. We are all here born to die, and there's a time for everything, and it can happen at any given moment. It can happen at any given moment. Death comes like a thief in the night. Make your peace with yourself. Stop driving yourself crazy talking about this man day in and day out and obsessed with talking about him on YouTube and on social media and convicting him of this and convicting him of that and saying all these things because all these things you're saying will eventually enter your own heart. Eventually, it can be the man you with, the husband you sleeping with right now could be one day you're going to find out. Not find out, I'm sorry. Your story is going to be exposed. Why are you obsessed? I would be thinking about doing other things other than to keep myself far away from the content about a man that I feel is a pedophile, and I don't want to continue to keep condemning him. I will find somebody else, some kind of other content or commentary to talk about. There's a whole lot of other crazy stuff going on out in the world than just R. Kelly. His sentencing already happened. His trial is getting ready to come up in August in Chicago. So right now, all we doing is gonna just like keep fighting for God to hear our prayers. Free R. Kelly. And if all the things they call claiming that he did, he's innocent. In my heart, he's innocent. Because the same man I'm claiming is innocent as Robert Sylvester Kelly, I'm claiming the same thing for the man that I'm with. He's innocent. I'm putting it beforehand because this can just happen to anybody. It could just sneak up on you. Life can just sneak up on you. Like all these things you put into the universe and said about somebody else, wishing evil on somebody else, can eventually come meet you someday. That same man that you calling a pedophile, your man, you don't even know who you sleeping with, could be just who you calling R. Kelly to be. I was just watching um last night. It says Evil Lives Here. I don't know if anybody ever watched that dramatized episodes that come on ID channel, Investigation Discovery channel. And how these people tell their story, like all these years they've been married to somebody and didn't know they was a serial killer. Interesting, right? And when they talk about evil lives here and didn't know they was a monster, a serial killer, rapist, and all kind of other things. You got to be careful what you wish on other people and what you speak on other people, because that evil could be right there living in your home right now. You will meet your demons right there. Be careful what you get obsessed with doing to hurt other people or even partake in evil, to do evil. And especially when you're talking on somebody who has never done anything to you personally. And you jump on the bandwagon. It happens. And when I thought about that, when I saw that on that episode, when this man was married, had his own daughters and everything else, had his own family, looked like a good family man. Like he really was, a good family man. And also, I think he was also a pilot and he was in the military and everything else like that. The man turned around and was a serial rapist and killer. I wish I could share that episode. If I come across it, I could probably try to Google it or come across it and everything so I could share it. The man was a serial rapist and killer. Had his family out with on doing outings with his family and doing family vacations and everything else like that. And at night will leave out of the house and go out, find some young woman, prostitutes, put them in his car, take them somewhere, rape them, and kill them. And the thing is, how they found out who he was is because there was a certain kind of bag he would use on his victim with a face, and that's how they followed him. And then the car, the description of the car, and then his own child said, "Yeah, but Dad did have some. It was kind of something there," and he said he hit an animal or something like that on the car, and there was a smell there. And he said it was because of the animal he hit. It was deer or something like that he hit. And that's interesting because you never know who you with, but you speaking evil on another man's life. And the same, even though you might say, well, my spouse or whatever, I try not to put that out there because I don't want that stuff coming in my house. And when I'm praying for R. Kelly, I'm praying for myself. I'm praying for this evil don't ever meet me in my own home, to be convicting somebody of something that I didn't even know that truly happened. Just jumping on the bandwagon. Be careful about how you so obsessed with this R. Kelly stuff, talking about this man and condemning this man to hell, condemning this man. If you a real true Christian, you know God speaks about this. He speaks on us being false witnesses. And no, you're not in no place to judge any man or woman for their crimes. God be the judge. It's not God who got R. Kelly convicted and sitting in some doggone detention center. That's man's heart. That's what men do. But any man of God's own heart will see this man's innocence. I'm in no place to put nobody in any heaven or any hell. But what I can do is I can direct your heart to God and tell you that's who you need to go to for the answer. Free yourself up. Condemning this man, you don't know this man. You never been in this man's personal space. You don't know nothing about this man. No, you going by his hearsay. You saw nothing. Nothing. You wasn't there. You are not a witness. You're just going on lies and rumors. Not even his own lying victims are on here condemning him. Not even his own lying victims are here on social media. Not that I know of. I don't see them. You on here more than they are. Not even they on here convicting him and condemning him to hell. Don't you find that kind of strange? Not saying that they should, because these women know doggone well they lying, and they were paid, and government agents gave them for whatever criminal behavior or criminal time they supposed to be doing, but they had to take this thing to be a part of this R. Kelly takedown that the government planted here on social media and paid these people or threatened these people careers and or whatever to come against R. Kelly. None of these people were in any place to call R. Kelly a pedophile or say he was a pedophile, because they made themselves look guilty. Even some of them even confessed that they lied, but the government just like pushed them out of the way. They lied. Jerronda Pace, Azabel turned in her own mother. Mm-hmm. But you still trying to say they credible, right? Azabel told in her own mom and said her own mother was stalk and call R. Kelly and everything and push her and try to go run up and meet up with R. Kelly for R. Kelly to be with her daughter. It's just so much you can just see that this man is innocent. It's just so much you can see that this man is innocent. But you on the bandwagon condemning him to hell and speaking against him and calling him petty and all this other stuff when you got a man at home and you don't know what he go out and do. You ain't with him 24/7 of the hour in the day. You don't know who he be with out there in them streets. You may think he going to work and he may be up there right now, got some young girl banging her and giving her a little money and cash on the side to get her hair done, nails done, or get her money for to get her booty, what they call, I don't know, the enhancement on her booty and breasts or whatever. You don't know what hubby could be doing with coming up short with that cash with. But you out here condemning R. Kelly. I always keep telling people, be careful. You may be sleeping with the enemy. Be careful. Your evil just may come and meet you right there in your own house. Let me get myself together because I got a hair appointment this morning. Go to get my hair done. Got to go away next week and do some things. So I just wanted to come up and just talk about that. I posted about it on my community wall, and I just talked about, how can a person say they hate R. Kelly so much and condemning him? The man already been convicted. The man already been sentenced 30 years. Already spent 3 years the in the MDC and MCC building, detention. The one in Chicago. Now he getting ready to face his next trial, which is coming up in August, and you still going at it. You should be resting in peace right now. You should be resting in peace. You on here more than the same lying ass victims. That just tells you how this whole thing was orchestrated, how this whole shit was set up. Maybe you doing this time working for the government, so those charges could be off your own spouse who's been a serial rapist. Nothing surprised me about people, why people do certain things. I'm just a fan. I'm not even as obsessed with R. Kelly the way you are. And I love the band's music, and I'm here. It's not even about his music anymore for me. It's about justice. It's not even about the music anymore. I know I'm gonna always play the music forever, forever, forever. That's 30 years of my life or more that I've been listening to R. Kelly. Ain't no way in hell I'm stopping. I'm ever gonna stop. Even his own accusers and people are not gonna mute R. Kelly. They're gonna always play R. Kelly. But it's not even about his music anymore. Well, right now it's not about his music. Put it that way. I'm sorry. I say it's not about his music right now. It's about him getting his freedom. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. You have a blessed and wonderful, happy Friday. You be safe out there. And think about what I'm saying when you out here condemning somebody to hell and you wanna, say he's a serial rapist and a serial pedophile and keep calling him the pedophile, pedophile, pedophile. That shit gonna come and meet you right there at your home. Give it time. It ain't gonna happen today, maybe not tomorrow. But this is something you need to take into to thought. Who you talking about? Anyway, may you have a blessed and wonderful Friday. And if God's willing, I may or may not come back this evening. Peace.